Welcome guys, back once again. Life's a game. Welcome to yet another video, guys. Hope you guys are all doing well. Hope this video catches you all well, guys. Today in this video we will be doing Legendary Summit with random agents this time, guys. Going to be just kind of taking you guys through a little bit of this and just how to kind of get it done when you're running with random agents. Never the easiest thing, but just before we begin though, guys, go ahead and hit that like and subscribe button. Hope you guys are enjoying the videos, and hopefully they're helping you guys out with this content. Hopefully a lot easier said than done, I do know. But as I was saying though earlier, guys, just kind of going over with legendary agents how to run these missions. And obviously Legendary Summit is an obvious watered down version of Legendary, as far as I see, as far as I'm concerned, in terms of the Stronghold and whatnot. Legendary Strongholds are a lot harder than Legendary Summit. You can definitely do Legendary Summit with various directives. I've done it with 6, 7, 8, 9 even. Done it various times, like with different agents. We've ran it with random agents, by the way. I've done this stuff, guys. If you look back at my videos, I might get some more of it running again, just for the heck of it, just so you guys can see. If you do have interest in that, go ahead and comment on it below. And yeah, definitely, guys. This was definitely just it was a great run. My main key emphasis here, guys, with both OG Thrills and also T-Sub 13 was just to keep back, guys, as per norm. I just told them that, hey, they told me obviously that they weren't really that used to legendary content. So these guys are brand new agents, brand new random Division 2 agents, guys. Do not know these guys from Adam, nothing at all. Contacted them through chat and asked whether or not they would like to run a legendary mission. And they said yes, they would join, and here we are, guys. Here we are running it right here. This is what I do. I do it all raw, just so that you guys could see, so you guys are able to see that this stuff can be done. It can be a headache. I know how hard it can be to find clans, different people, close good friends that can run this stuff. It's not the easiest thing, but here we are right here running it, guys. I just kept telling them keep respected patience and distance. You want to just keep the patience, distance, and focus. I say that all the time. I need to start putting that on shirts or something, guys. Hey, I guess that got to be one of my things. It totally has got to be one of my things, guys, because it's just one of the main things you must practice in Legendary, and playing at Legendary Summit gives you that chance to be able to definitely practice that. Although it is close quarters mostly. The Summit does seem like a close quarter area. However, it does present lengthy back foot fighting, in the sense of you can literally backtrack and go back through doors. As long as it's not where the elevator is at, because once you get to the elevator, that's where it ends. But what you're going to see within this video, respectively, you're going to see that utilized as far as when the enemy turns a tide in battle, which can happen a lot during Legendary, especially running with randoms, guys. It's definitely prone to happen. So you're seeing us kick it off right here. You're seeing us kick it off right here in floor 1. We're fighting, keeping back. These were some great agents. A few agents run across it, OG Thrills or T-Sub 13. GG's to you guys. It was a great run. Just showing you guys that Legendary definitely can be run. It can be ran and completed, not just run, because once again it goes back to not just how much you can run Legendary, but how much you complete it. Just showing you guys, but that it can be ran, and it is something that can be done with random agents. Because I kept telling them, as I did mention once again, and as I'll also mention once again here, as far as when they see, or when you guys yourself see a lot of these other content creators run legendary content, a lot of the times they'll be running with close clanmates or close friends or a close friend that knows the legendary mission while they have 2 other new agents or whatnot. Rarely do I ever see agents mostly run with just random agents and just do legendary content just to be able to help them out. I mean, just all random agents. I'm not saying there's absolutely nobody that's done it. I mean, obviously myself, I'm doing it, but I'm saying I think I've seen maybe somebody do something along the lines of it, but they do have a friend that they run with when they do it, or somebody that they can speak with or whatnot. So it's it just depends. But if they're running with all randoms and they get through it all the time, then kudos to them, to those agents that do that, because let me tell you guys, it's definitely a lot of skill at times needed to be able to do that, to run randomly, because running with clanmates or good really well structured teammates, that's a very easy to do. It's a lot more easier than running with randoms. it's definitely a lot more doable, and you can do it a lot faster. So honestly, just knowing that, I literally take my hat off to randoms that can literally run with other randoms like at this level. It's no easy feat for sure, guys. As you are honestly respectively seeing here, as we continue to battle on floor 1 here, guys. So you're seeing how we're just keeping distant, patient, keeping back, watching all what's going on. You see the drones coming in. We're just keeping back with it. I'm not sure what their DPS obviously was, being Shade 29. I believe OG Thrills was Shade 29, guys. So these are the agents I'm running this content with, floor 1 cleared. And it's just showing you that it can be done. It obviously can be done, so guys. It's something that definitely can be done. If you just keep the main things at hand, guys, the main fundamentals, patience, distance, focus, and the legendary missions, you'll be able to get through it. This is, of course, for you legendary junkies, you legendary players that enjoy playing legendary and want to get better at it, or for maybe just newer players at it that just want to, be able to win their first legendary mission, or maybe even, a veteran just wants to get better at it. It's just knowing the ways of which to play it and which and how to play it. I know, obviously, as we said, with clans and close friends, it'll be a lot, quicker. Some of this stuff can be, depending on, how well structured you guys are and how well the clan is. But in general, though, if it's just like, a decent enough team, you guys will be able to get through this stuff fast. But as I was saying, with randoms, it's a whole different thing. So, but there's also a way to do it, guys. There's a way to do it. It's not like the end of the world. It could still be done. You could definitely still do it. You can still have fun with it, as long as you guys have lethal builds and you all work in unison and you're all on the same page. It could definitely be done. So you're seeing us keep back here in floor 2, guys. It's just us 3, matter of fact, to start it off. I was kind of trying to wait to try and see if we could get another agent, but I was like, you know what? We could just go ahead and just start it off, and we'll just matchmake for another agent, and hopefully, if one joins, we can definitely keep it going. But I just want to emphasize to you guys just, some of the key things about the summit and how to go about it in Legendary. And I just want to touch on again, guys, just to focus on once again, Legendary Summit, just to start off, is once again a watered down version of the Stronghold Legendaries, guys. So what I mean by that is, what you'll find is, if you were to go to Stronghold Legendary, say you were to dominate in Legendary Summit. Matter of fact, I'll tell you a story. There's this agent, he was definitely dominating here in Legendary Summit. He had a great build, a shield build. He wouldn't go down. He could stand right in front of the enemies, face tank them. That's how good his defensive build was. But as soon as we started running a Legendary Stronghold, he was just being downed a lot. Within the mission, he wasn't doing what he was doing in the Summit. It looked like he could handle Legendary easy from seeing him in the Summit, but once he went to the Stronghold, he went down he was going down a few times, but obviously once he found his niche, he started playing a lot better, and he obviously stopped going down, once he started focusing more, But my main key point stands as in he had to get back focused, or even more so focused in the sense of what he was inside the Legendary Summit, because that wasn't getting it done in the Stronghold. It was a little harder. I even did mention it in the chat. He did respond and acknowledge it, and Strongholds are harder, but this is a good starting point to get you ready to start running Legendary Strongholds. And once you can do this, obviously, guys, you're more than enough ready to run Legendary Strongholds. It's just the way you run it, and just keeping your self-structured, keeping on your toes, and just keeping all on the same page, guys. And I guarantee you'll see success with random agents, guys. That obviously, if you guys have clans, friends, close friends that are actually good at that level that can do it like this, then kudos to you. Of course, it's always a great thing. But if you don't, this is just for the people mostly that do not have that. There are ways to do it. If you guys are on the same page and you guys all are structured and you know what you're going to do, you stick with your plan, you keep, most importantly, patience, distance, and focused, you'll be fine, guys. You'll be fine. I mean, that's just how it goes. It's how it goes, It's how it goes. But with patience, there's nothing that you can't defeat. Of course, with keen focus and whatnot. So you see us in this floor 2, guys. You see us in floor 2 chilling right here. Just us 3 taking on the Legendary Summit, guys. We're keeping back, taking the enemies out. You want to make sure that you just have a decent, good enough build as well. I mean, I'm not sure whether or not these agents' builds were all the way up to par, considering the shade that they were at. But I did promise and say that I would help them out with a few floors of it, and that's exactly what we're doing. But just in the long run, you want to make sure that you have. I'm pretty sure they had decent enough builds, but you just want to make sure that you have a decent enough build coming in here. Nothing that you're shooting at maybe like a red enemy or anything of the like, or like maybe a purple one, and you're not really doing any damage to him. You're not really depleting his health that much. You don't really want something like that. You want something that can hurt him, and if you don't have anything like that, then I guess you're the healer, obviously, in the group that helps out in whatever way that you're able to help out. But or maybe you might have a really strong shield to divert a lot of like the attack fire. So it will open up the door for like a lot of your teammates to dish out a lot of DPS on the enemy without them looking at them. So you could play the tank role, but I'm saying either way, if you don't have anything that can hurt the enemy, you want to either be a tank or like maybe like a healer or something like that. But for the most part, you guys, all four, can realistically DPS them and just, use your heals, your manual health heals and whatnot. But like I said, guys, it's always good to just, be structured, because anytime you're structured, it just ensures the greatest success at winning, respectively. So you're seeing us right here, guys, in floor 2, just kind of keeping ourselves, moving around, picking our spots, keeping back, guys, as you're seeing, patience, distance, focus, as per norm. Just keeping it, normal, just having some fun. You gotta have fun with it, obviously. If you're not having fun, what are you doing? But obviously, you still want to, keep focus, just keep watching, keep your eyes on the mini map, just trying to see like where the enemy's at. Standing at like a distance and just keeping like your composure and not like falling asleep or whatnot, just staying on your toes, being ready. So that's what we that's one of the main things that I emphasize while doing any legendary content, guys. As I've been saying, the summit, definitely doable. So in that regard, you see us continuing in floor number 2, battling these drones, backing up. You see them pushing up a little bit here. We're just trying to like keep with it, guys. You want to just keep your composure. So I'm just showing you like this just to let you guys see that this is a real deal. We are battling it. I don't want to, at times cut anything crucial out, just to show you that it is being done. It's not fake or anything like that. So you're seeing how this chunga right here, guys. You're seeing how this chunga is pushing up. It's definitely trying to push up on us right here. You want to, anytime you see a chunga like this come up, a legendary chunga, you want to definitely cement yourself there with your skills, whatever skills you have. You want to kind of just do your best to put the brakes on him best you can before he starts pushing up. You see OG Thrills over there, just he kind of went down. He was like on like the left side. I was kind of letting him know, like, just pick your spots in the room, see where the areas you can escape the room. Do you go down? We took the chunk out there. I was going back for some more ammo for a second there. I get stuck on the water bottle there. That's crazy how this game does that when you try and dive. It'll make you stick onto something so small. Might as well been the mop bucket sitting there, in this game, yeah, it does some interesting stuff. But as I was saying earlier, though, guys, you want to just keep at a good spot. You want to pick your spots well. You want to know where you're standing at. So these rushers are coming in. We're keeping them back. And the reason why I'm saying, guys, you want to know where you're standing at is because in order to be able to get away or make a good getaway, if need be, in a tight situation, you want to make sure that you're already, your back is already to the exit of where you need to go. So all you need to do is turn. You don't want to be all the way across the room and then have to run across an open door just to avoid gunfire, like OG Thrills would have most likely had to do had they pushed in. But if he's seen him earlier, he could have shifted over. So there was just that, just giving little pointers on how to do stuff. And I don't even know how this Santa hat turned on at the time when it did. I was like, did I get hit with a nade and it turn on, or did I just not see it on the screen? Who knows? But yeah, that was pretty fast. But nonetheless, guys, you're seeing us keep back here. There is a bomber there, a grenader there. They sit around a lot of times, guys. In Legendary, the enemies, they get very, very crafty-ish. They'll sit around, they'll wait on you to see what you're going to do. Sometimes it's like, checkers game at times. It's like, what are you going to do? They're just waiting on you to move, or chess. And you gotta play it smart. Don't play their game. There's times my teammates actually, tried to push a little bit at times and play their game a little bit. And I'm like, nope, don't try and do that unless you're like well structured enough to do it. Just keep at a distance, play your game, and you'll be fine. Like, that's the thing. Never lose your composure. Never allow the enemy to dictate how you run. You let the enemy, you dictate how the enemy runs. You dictate the pace of it, and when you push or when you stay back. Don't allow the enemy to, you know, change your progression on what you do. So that's what these legendary AI try to do. They try and rush you, or they'll try and keep back, or they'll do things just to kind of try and bait you in. Like I've seen a robot go back, or like, you know, an enemy go back just to bait me in so that Chunga could come around the corner or a robot could come. So they know at times the AI will do some interesting stuff if you sit there long enough and allow them to, you know, work you out. So I guess the devs weren't lying when they said it was handcrafted or whatnot. So that's what's cool about Legendary, but it's definitely doable in the summit, guys. You're seeing right here, respectively, floor 2 cleared. So we are continuing our way there, guys. Hit that like and subscribe button if you're enjoying this. If you enjoy this type of content, you like seeing me run like this. You like seeing, you know, me show you it firsthand of what it is to go through it like this, guys, without any like cuts in between most of like the gameplay. Just showing you that it can be done. And it can be fun. that is one thing. And so we did get another agent. Let me see. We got another agent here. The silver is here. This is like another agent that joined. I could say that he was decent enough in the run. Up until a certain point, obviously, but they were decent enough in the run, guys. And that just, you know, begs me to touch on something else. Just, you know, like as far as the agents you choose to run this with, just all be on the same page, speak to each other before. Just hope that everybody, guys, that everybody's on the same page best you can, because even myself, as lenient as I am, as I try to be often at times, playing with who I play with, there are agents that, you know, that for whatever reason, they just have their own goal, their own mindset of what they're going to do. And they just want to do things their own way, outside of what the team wants. And, you know, you have to excuse them at times and whatever it is or whatnot, or just, you know, kick them out the group. I just always say, guys, if you're a leader, to kick agents that aren't following instructions to what the entire team is saying, or how you guys want to run, or if they're just doing their own thing. You know, it's never a bad thing to do that. It's just ensuring that you guys can get a win. You know, you want people playing with on this difficulty. You want people that you're playing with to all be on the same page, and you guys can all talk and speak, and everybody knows what they're doing. Obviously, nobody had mics here, guys, by the way. I was the only one, once again, with a mic. I was just kind of trying to structure it out, guys, emphasize what needed to be emphasized at what time it needed to be emphasized at, respectively. So that's how it goes, more or less, within the summit, or any legendary content for that matter, not just the summit. Any legendary content for that matter. That's just how it goes. So I was just telling them right here, guys, in floor 3, we're at the top right here. I was just telling them to be careful, because these guys can hit you just as easily as you guys are seeing here. These guys from the bottom can hit you just as easily as they could if they're up top at this difficulty. So a lot of agents will like go to sleep up here a little bit, or not really go to sleep, but kind of like, you know, sleep a bit, stand in one spot shooting, thinking that nobody can hit them. And it's like they'll get taken out up here as a result of that, respectively. So that's just something that you possibly don't want to, you know, do. You want to make sure that you're just watching. You want to make sure that you're there, you know, to watch. And that you don't allow anything to just come and hit you out of nowhere. You want to pick your spots. You see me right here behind this ledge. I'm looking on the mini map. I'm looking at the top right there, guys. There could be somebody up top. Enemies up top. There's a red NPC just jumped down there. On the right ledge area. So I'm trying to shoot this heal box. I'm seeing somebody all the way in the corner over there. So you just want to keep your eyes open when you're up here like this, because those legendary enemies definitely know where you're at. They're just waiting for you to come out at the right spot. I'm seeing somebody right there take care of that robot right there on the that was on the left that he just killed, the red one. So that was good. You know, my team is seeing. I'm right here trying to take this heal box out because this thing could be a pain. However, there are times when it does heal. I think I was the only one at times offering heavy DPS to it, giving these guys a shade, depending. So it just is what it is. But we still managed to get the enemy out of there, guys. And you can still get him out of there if you have good enough weapons, despite the heal box. Because thankfully it doesn't spam like some of the older legendary days when they would just kind of sit there and multiply if you didn't take them out. Obviously. So that's a whole other thing for a whole other day. That was in the past. But what you guys want to do, as you're seeing right here, when you're up here, just keep back. You know, watch the bomber, as you're seeing right there, the guy's trying to bomb us. Watch him. There's going to be a lot of those naders that will go around like that. You want to just not be having your aims elsewhere than they aim at you and take you out, because that could be very bad when that does happen. It's happened to me sometimes. I've been looking at like another enemy and then they come out of nowhere and I'm like, whoa, let me just kind of jump out the way here real fast so I don't get lit up again, or that they don't light me up initially to begin with. So yeah, so you're seeing right there, guys, how floor number 3 was cleared respectively. We're continuing on. And you're seeing right here, guys, how we do it with, how we're doing it right now with random agents right here that are not the highest shade level at all. As you're seeing there, T-Sub 13 is 391. I believe OG Thrills is 29. If it's been showing down there, guys, I haven't been looking at it honestly, but my main point is more so that like the shade really doesn't like matter much, guys. Like as long as like you're ready and you know the content and you listen and you're respectively just ready to go, it like definitely can still be done. So it's like that just goes off of that, to be honest with you. I mean, at the same time, obviously, don't get me wrong. Totally do not get me wrong. Once you get to 1,000 shade, it does help out a lot. And I did tell them that by get to 1K shade, you do get benefits, obviously, as a result of that, via the watch and whatnot. But apart from that, the shade's not really something that determines anything as far as your build or what weapons you have or what type of build you can make. Because there's some agents that are low level. I mean, even when I was low level, my very first legendary mission level, like between level 61 65, or between level 60 and 65, I believe. So it's like or I think it was 58 and 65. So it's like shade can only, it tells the story, but it doesn't tell the entire story. It can definitely be something that can be bypassed for sure. So there is that. As long as your skills there and you listen and you guys are a good coherent team, it can definitely be bypassed, guys. All right then, guys, so you see us starting off here at floor 4. Kind of just keeping our composure here, guys. You know how it goes. So like we're on floor number 4, guys, as I said. What's happening here, I believe, is there's a lot of drones coming. So when these drones come, they could take you out fast. This could be like a sudden like quiet wipe if you're not careful, because these things can be very lethal, as you guys have seen. If you ever battle them within any area, the incursions or wherever it might be, you do know that they do have a certain amount of health and they do hit pretty hard. So if you have a shield build like what I have here, something like that, you can kind of stand in front of them, you know, kind of get them out of there if you have like decent DPS. If you don't, as you saw right there, as you're seeing T-Sub 13 as they went down, these things can take you down pretty lethally and fast. Considering, to be honest, when you see the drones, they don't seem to be that huge of a threat. Most people believe they can take them down fast, but what they find is that if they're not careful, like these things can take like not only you out, but your entire team out like quick. So that's just food for thought, guys. For randoms, I'm trying to run this with groups. Just always keep the drones like a key priority. I mean, even when you're in like huge battles, like always just make sure that they're not able to just swiftly fly by the enemy and bat past you guys yourselves and like pass your skills and like get to you and kill you. Because I've seen so many teams wipe. I've seen so many teammates wipe off of just drones doing their thing, coming in fast, and you know, like they just can't handle like, you know, at the pace in which it's coming. So you would definitely want to get those guys out of there. Those, like, they play as like little pests, but you want to get them out because that's exactly what they'll be. And in addition to other enemies pushing, if there's other enemies here, that just creates even more of a hassle, makes it even more hectic. So there's that. There's respectively always that. So you're seeing it here, guys. It doesn't get any different than this. Look at this. OG Thrills, Shade 29, T-Sub 13, Shade 391, and 391, and the Silver Shade 75. So these guys, nobody on my team, guys, during this run is even 400 Shade. So I'm not saying nobody else has done this at like a lower level, but I'm just saying that this can be done. This is just proof that of me showing this, guys. That's why I try not to edit out too much of it. I mean, I do edit things out, obviously. If it's too long, obviously, like a room. I'm kind of trying to work on that here and there. But if you guys love the longer videos, please post it in the comment section. I'll continue to bring you like just, you know, the just raw gameplay of it and just letting you guys see like in pristine fashion, because it does look good, obviously, but in pristine fashion, how it's done. So you guys are now seeing us here, respectively, in floor number 5, guys. And what I want you guys to take a look at here, while we're now here, fast forward, obviously. I It's because I just wanted you guys to take a look at something before. As you guys have seen in the past, respectively, you've seen us like get to a certain point, like in my past mission of, I believe it was Roosevelt Island, was it? I think it was Roosevelt Island. Yeah. The enemy kind of pushed up on us and pushed us back, and you're gonna see an instance of that here, guys. Just with these agents here, just these two, you're gonna see another instance of that happen right here, and you're gonna see how we how we bounce back from it. And how that's something that I want to just emphasize to you guys. I just want to emphasize it to you guys, how to do that. Even playing with randoms, guys, it's possible. I've seen clans and stuff, and people, close friends and people like that wipe on various things like this. So this is just a way to run it, guys. This is a whole notion. This is a whole notion of why I say patience, distance, focus, and how if you take that stance, even when you're at a disadvantage, you could still be at an advantage. Secretly. So it's like you're gonna see it here. You're seeing them push in. We're kind of up there. These guys are like very, very low shade, and I don't think that they some of them kind of like knew like the threat level of what this stuff is and how fast it can creep up on you, as far as like being hit and being hurt and how fast it happens. But they were playing pretty good. These guys were playing pretty good because we were going from level to level, just us three. So not knocking anybody at all. It's just when you're not used to the content, as they did say, you don't know some of the things that could happen, as you guys will obviously see something occur here. As you guys will see here, as you just keep watching. And it's something that I emphasized in my last video about how I said the enemies will kind of sneak up on you in Legendary, and they'll kind of try and come at an angle on the doors or the corners, or an area where you're most likely least expecting the enemy to come out of. So it's like or come from. So it's one of those things, guys, and it's just one of those things I kept telling them, which is why you see me back here. I'm just watching, and you can get a better angle. Like the farther you are away from something, like the saying, like the farther you are away from the picture, the more you see the bigger picture. Well, that's like one of the things here. When you're close up, sometimes you don't see stuff. Sometimes if you're in action, you're not looking at the mini map. There's like a lot of things you might not see, so it's like things tend to get you more off guard when closer, but when at a distance you can kind of like make it out and see it, guys. And that's just when the mini map is there, obviously, because there are times when if you want to run with directives and whatnot, the mini map not being there. But this is just for newer returning players looking to get into the summit, or people that are just obviously in general not used to legendary content, or find themselves struggling with legendary content, or they play legendary content and you just want to get yourself a little bit better at it. That's why I do these videos, guys. Just to kind of just show you guys how it goes and what's going on. Obviously I ran these with various directives. I'm pretty sure you've seen people run these things with a lot of directives on, if not all of them, all sorts of things. So it's like it's not the hardest thing, obviously, but it is a good starting point for those of you that actually do have interest in legendary. I'm not sure if I touched on that in this video back down the road, but yeah, you guys are seeing right here, we kind of pushed up. I kind of blame myself here a little bit. I could kind of put the blame on myself here a little bit, because it's like I'm right here. I should have been a little further back. You kind of lead by example. I was right here, but I did tell them a lot of times, don't follow like what I do. And I don't mean to say that to try and say, oh, you guys sit back there while I stay up here. It's just because of like the experience that I have with it. I know, as you guys saw, that Chunga kind of pushed up right there. He kind of did it sneakily, and that's why I was saying earlier that they'll do these things like this in a sneaking type way. And it's something that you want to be aware of, guys. You want to be aware of, because these legendary enemies can be hella crafty, hella annoying, and hella strong all at once. So it's like you want to just keep that in mind, which is why I say the perfect defense to that, guys, is patience, distance, and focus. And I say that all the time. And T sub 13 went down. OG Thrills. Shout out to OG Thrills if you watch this, my friend. If you got this far in the video, this guy displayed excellent legendary skill know-how as far as his movement is concerned, as far as knowing when to move and how to get out. I did definitely dictate to him when to move, and he didn't hesitate. He listened. And the only thing I want you guys to see from this at the conclusion is who is alive and who's down. And it just goes to show, like, when you really follow directions and you're on the same page, that's what happens. And I'm not saying that T sub 13 didn't do it. I'm just saying I did notice OG Thrills, even when the other hard hearing agent was with us, he was still listening very well. hard-hitting agent, meaning the agent Silver that ended up leaving. I mean, even at that time, I noticed that OG Thrills was listening very well. He was just listening in like the sense of like just he really wanted to like learn from it. And it's funny though because this guy's a Lowest Shade, and that kind of reminds me like of myself when I used to play this stuff, like when I was play Legendary. I'm at a lower level, and you just want to listen. You want to take everything in and just that's how you learn, and everything will get better. He's surviving, so like I said, shout out to OG Thrills. If you see this, man, it was fun. It was fun running with you. It's always good. It's always cool doing this, and I just hope that you guys could get some from this video, both watching and whoever I played with as well. So you're seeing right here, see this chunk of push right here, guys. They pushed on us, so you're seeing us keep back. I'm telling OG Thrills to just run it back, like just kind of keep at a distance on this guy. We have plenty of room. We can go back through the doors here. The doors do not close, thankfully, so we can definitely work from like a major distance if we just relax and just pick our spots. I was telling him there's no reason to rush. We have the upper hand realistically here. They're just kind of pushing up on us. If we just keep back, pick our spots, we can definitely hit these guys, take them out. Before they get to us, we could just use the space, use the area that we need, guys. And that's what I mean by when I say fight off back foot. This is what patience, distance, focus allows you to do when the enemy does get a push on you and it's tough for you to take them out. This is what you're able to do. You're able to go back, retreat back through the door, and just keep fighting off your back foot like this. And you'll definitely see success as long as you do it in a safe, productive manner. You'll see success with it, guys. And the more you do it, the more you'll get better. But it was just an excellent play by OG Thrills, being a level 29 Shade agent, playing on Legendary Summit like this. Definitely, as long as he keeps doing that, keeps learning, definitely will be ready for Legendary, for sure. Just got to get that DPS up and all that other stuff. But like I said, it definitely was good. I'm not saying my DPS is the greatest either, but I'm saying that my main thing is just that we can get the job done, guys. That's my main thing. This wasn't my greatest build. I'm obviously on my alt character, if you guys haven't noticed. But yeah. But you're seeing a push right here, guys. You're seeing a push. Obviously, we've been battling. So you're seeing me heal right there. Yeah, so we have this dog right here. We got to get him out of here, get him down. So that chunk is still hot on our tail, guys. And the main thing is just this. You want to keep your composure. You don't want to panic. You want to just keep watching him. He's going to try and go back. Keep your eye on the yellow marker, and you'll see where he's at because he'll try and hide. I'm trying to get him out of there right now because I see that his health is low. And that's what I mean, guys, by being patient and distant. It allowed us to be back once the enemy started pushing majorly, which could have like literally resulted in a wipe. We literally sat back and were able to not too far back, but just comfortably back, and we were able to see the enemy and respectively work from there. And that gave us the chance to be able to work quickly, if on the same page for sure. Work quickly by going backward and being able to reestablish ourselves off of our back foot. And that's what OG Thrills definitely helped me do here. And it was a great run. It was a great run with him. Shout out to him. And it was a good run, guys. These are the agents that I love seeing, that I love playing with. This is how it works. And T sub 13, same to you, man. From the beginning, you were playing well. Not saying that you were playing bad or anything. I was just pinpointing how OG Thrills hit the pinpoints at times, and that's what you got to do. It's just an excellent showcase. So I don't really see that when I play like with a lot of agents, and that ranges from Shade, whatever you might call it, 300 to like 3,000, or 10K or 12K, 20K, whatever it might be. So Shade is not the end all be all, guys, and that's what I said before. Obviously earlier I was reiterating that to these guys. I was like, hey, if anybody says Shade is the main thing, it's definitely not, outside of getting a small boost at 1K Shade. But might have touched on this in this video already, but yeah. And there you go, guys. That's respectively how you fight off your back foot and maintain focus. And further emphasizing here, guys, just even more so regarding Shade, when you look at it right here, you're just seeing how once again OG Thrills is up, but guys, once again, who's up and who's down. He's just doing like an excellent job of just following, protocol and just how to run Legendary, keeping back. And like I said, guys, it always obviously just comes down to movement and just know-how in a lot of these missions, like these Legendary missions. That's all it comes down to. Obviously, once he gets the build, he'll be like a lot better as far as being able to hurt the enemies, respectively, on a more serious note. But this is an excellent start for him, and it's always good. Great play as well. to the other agents. But like I said, guys, this is a reason why I say, you guys just gotta just keep that in mind. Patience, distance, focus, and then you guys will play the same way. It'll always be good. You always want to just keep on a back foot. On your back foot, you never want to keep pushing up too much, unless you have key teammates or you're in a clan or whatever it might be. Key friend groups. Obviously, this is for the more newer and returning player guys. So there's that. So you're seeing us keep this dog off of us. Just keep him back here, guys. You're seeing him work very, very well. OG Thrill's even farther back than I was. I was like a little much more up there, but I'm trying to put more of the DPS on these guys. More so putting that dog down. And then obviously, guys, that Chunga's on the left. So you're going to see this Chunga's going to be trying to push us, guys, as these guys are respectively over here. And one thing about the enemies and legendary guys, they'll get down behind the boxes and they'll be shooting, peeking out like that. And it's hard to hit them, and they can hit your shield, hit you, and deplete your health and your shield very fast, and it's just that tough. So you're seeing how OG Thrills is on the right, guys, right there. I'm telling him Chunga's coming in. I'm pretty sure he saw it, but you're seeing how he's shifting over, getting over there, not being too late, moving when he's supposed to move, not staying over there too long. That's what we're looking for. So that's what I want to see. That makes these missions a lot more easier when you have teammates like that are moving in that way. So that's always a great thing. Where you see us right here, we're trying to take out this Chunga. I'm using my St. Elmo's, one of my stronger St. Elmo's builds for my ult. Might not be one of the strongest, builds, obviously, but it does work. It's a solid build for legendary, obviously, guys. So, and as I said all the time, and as I say all the time, it doesn't always just come down to the builds. Obviously, it comes down to the structure and the know-how of do you know how to run legendary? Because I've seen people with some killer builds in here melt things pretty quick, but they go down too much, they rush too much, they push too much, and therefore their legendary success rate is very low. As a few of them have told me before, some of them say that they haven't beaten legendary a lot, and I'm surprised that actually looking at some of their builds that they struggle with legendary, because they definitely shouldn't, considering the builds and the power that they have. It's just how they run it, the structure of it, and that's why I say what OG Thrills is doing, what OG Thrills right here is doing, guys, at level 29, is just showing excellent movement and just know-how of when to move and how to. So you're seeing us right here, keeping the Chunga back, guys, we kind of went off of our back foot here again, guys, fast forwarding all the way to floor 6. This is just a showcase of how we went back again, guys. You saw us fight off our back foot earlier in the video. This is just me, with OG Thrills doing that, just the two of us this time. So this guy's movement speed is definitely up there. Okay, guys, so there's something here, respectively, I just kind of wanted to show you on floor 7. We actually had two interesting agents this run that joined us, both OG Thrills and Sub 13 that joined. Those guys were the main two that I was with. We were the main 3 running usually. That was good, but we had Silver join us. He actually had trouble hearing us. He was hard hearing, and we also had Bullet Catcher 92. He seemed to be a little hard of hearing as well, guys. I kept telling him to back up. Just fight at a distance. As you're gonna see here, guys, you're seeing his life being depleted. You're seeing OG Thrills, T Sub 13 back. You see him healing. I was kind of trying to let him know here, just kind of to back it up just a little bit, just back it up. Fight at a distance. They did not listen, obviously. So you're seeing them go down there. They went down there once. I think it was T Sub 13 was nice enough to go over there and revive them. But like this, I always say this, guys. If the agent's in the group and they're not hearing, they're not listening, you definitely want to remove them from the group. You do not want them to stay in the group. How do you go the distance? Because in order to win the match, it just makes it that much harder. So whenever agent's not listening, guys, doesn't matter if it's a legendary mission, any type of mission for you that you want to win respectively, and it's challenging for you, you always want to be on the same page. So I just show you to show that, just to show you that, hey, the more you listen, the more you're alive, guys. I don't just say this stuff just to talk. The things I say, you're seeing him get hit there again. They are close there. I'm not saying anything's wrong with pushing. There is times to do that, but you have to be respectively used to it. And as you guys are seeing, he's Shade 3,361. The other two are T Sub 13's 392, OG Thrills yeah, even like better. I'm 29. Not really necessarily better in that sense. I just mean like in the sense of just movement and all that stuff. These guys are both low level shade, but their movement and know-how and the way they play is a lot better than, as you guys are seeing, the other agent here, Bullet Catcher 92. Definitely not no knock on you, my friend. Just being honest, just saying. It's about movement speed and all that. So it's also about listening, my friend, and being on the same page as your team. It's all good, guys. But I was just finishing it up right here, guys, helping you want to keep back in the rooms like this. I was just helping them finish up this final area, floor 7. And yeah, guys, like I said, you always just want to be aware. Seeing T-Sub there, they got shot by something. Those guys, they can like pinpoint very, very fast, even behind cover. So T-Sub 13 and OG Thrills, it was new for them. And let me tell you guys, those guys, these agents weren't playing like they were, it was a news to them. I feel like some people are just natural at Legendary. I mean, OG Thrills more so, I feel like, from what I've seen. And like I said, guys, I enjoy seeing agents like this. You guys know what I mean, obviously. But this is Life's a Game, once again, signing off.